let's have a look here. GFAL. Yeah, I've never looked at this coin before. Definitely interesting. Yeah, a green trend ball on the day. Nice to see you using it. It can be very powerful. So yeah, retracing the support. I love this buy here. Is that start? It looks like a start alert, I think, but it's very nice buys on that. I'm in a different chart. I'm in the BitGet chart. It had this extra month of data, so I just thought I would use this chart. It has a few green balls here. So yeah, let's look into it. Now, just when I zoom out to the 4 hour, you can see that the trend currently is a little bit red at the moment. So maybe it's worth watching the 4 hour to see if we can get some added strength or whatever to try and flip this again on the 4 hour. We are also above the trending tool. This is the trending tool line. Trending tool give a great buy here on the 4 hour. That was absolutely fantastic, actually. I didn't nail the exact low, but it's pretty much down in the lows, and from there we've moved up. Nice run here. Would have been great to be buying here and got that run. That's on the 4 hour. The 1 hour, as you can see, it's a little bit starting to try and find a little bit of strength here early. It might be good to wait for a 4 hour. I mean, actually, let me check the weekly candle now to see what it's looking like. You can see when the red's starting to come in here. It takes a while to top out, but the red's already here, giving you warning signs that it might want to roll over a bit. And that can help be powerful because people are still waiting for another move up. And you get these red, and it kind of gives you the warning, an early warning sign that maybe this trend is done here into this point, and maybe it needs a deeper retrace. So yeah, it can come in very in handy, very, very powerful sometimes. Like even back here, you get the move up and you start flashing red, 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 red. Yes, there's a little bit of fake out here, but then it starts flipping red again, and you're like, oh well, I don't want to be in this if it's red. And you can see you get that move back down. So definitely can be very powerful. I changed over to the MEXC chart just to see if the volume, to see if the wicks were any better. So the 1 hour, the wicks are not great on this. So it doesn't really matter which chart I look at, to be honest. The thing I will say is I don't really like these patterns. You get your triple top here, you get your doji on the top, you get the pullback. This can often be until proven otherwise, but bounces up here can often be sales to come back down. Okay, so just when I look at the weekly chart here, so I do get concerned. Let me just clean that up a bit. Into here, I do get concerned that there can be major resistance in there. There's a lot of wicks in here, a lot of selling. See, the problem with these charts, sometimes you can be unsure. These wicks might be because of scam wicks. It's very easily scammed up and down, and it might not be an accurate representation of the price. That's the problem with some of these lower, like we've seen it there on the 1 hour. It was wicking all over the place, and that can become a problem when you're reading the chart on the daily. So yes, it might look more of a top here because of these wicks, but if all of these wicks weren't there, it mightn't look so bad. But anyway, so so it's telling us here this is a clear rejection. There's a clear 2-week candle here. I think it's best to wait, trade a new 2-week candle at least. You can see there's 1 day and 2 hours left. The last time we got one of these was here, and we opened up a small dip to take liquidity, and the wick popped up, flipped green again, and then it moved up. So I mean, that's the way you'd have to play it, I would think, because this is a deep red candle. But you do need to be more careful, and you do need to be careful, not more careful. You do need to be careful because this is a bit of a major top here. Not a major top, there's no volume on this, but there is a very interesting set of dojis up here that can sometimes give larger retraces. But if it's very strong and the market cap's small enough, this could keep running. Okay, so we definitely can't rule out the fact that it could keep running. This could power up through this and do something like that, just like here. See the consolidation, and then once the market consolidates enough, it can sometimes just go and run. So the market's getting a little bit hot here because of the $1 billion was printed. That seems to be pushed into the altcoin market. So that's exactly what I would look for here on a new 2-week, 1 day and 2 hours. there should be some sort of fill of this wick. So no need to FOMO into it. Wait for it to fill and watch something like this. If it pops up, flips green again, you know where you can put your stop loss. You put your stop loss directly below the wick there, right? Somewhere just directly below this wick, wherever this is. You know, put your stop there. Have a watch. Let's see how, if it dips. Let's gauge the strength on it on a new 2 week. It is good to be reactive. This is another. I don't know about precarious, but you know, you've got a bearish monthly stop hunt here at this point. That is a bearish monthly stop hunt. So if this is flipping red, you got to be careful. If the monthly is flipping red, you want to be careful, because it needs to hold here and start pushing up to negate this bearish monthly stop hunt. It's still very possible to do. There's a long time left. There's 22 days left. So a new 2 week is going to be critical. And I would watch that 2 week and base it off that. If you get that small dip and then a pop-up flip green, you can get long on that. If it stays red, there's no need to be taking a trade.